Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be cooking my version of a burrito. What you'll need is some turkey, and I have it right there, pinto beans, some taco seasoning, picante sauce, or whatever sauce of your choice. I prefer picante sauce, paste picante sauce, some lettuce, and the large tortillas. You're going to need avocados, tomatoes, cilantro, cheese, and a red onion, which is all the way back there behind the meat. So these are the things that you're going to need to make my version of a burrito. Okay, hello, I'm back. And I forgot to mention in the things that you will need, you're also going to need some sour cream as well. To start off with, we're going to go ahead and chop up the vegetables. I'm going to start with the onions, then I'm going to move on to the tomatoes, and then the cilantro, and then I'm going to come back and cut up the avocados and put them in a bowl to get ready to mash it up. So stay tuned. Okay, hello, I'm back. So I have already chopped up the tomatoes right here, and also my onions and my cilantro, and I have cut open my avocado and put it in a bowl to get ready to make the guacamole. So this is how I make my guacamole. The seasonings that I do use in it is Nature's Seasons, lemon. I normally use real lemons, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this lemon juice. And of course, salt and pepper. First of all, I'm going to start by mashing up my avocados. Once I have mashed up my avocados, I'm going to go ahead and put in about half of my cilantro that I chopped up. See, about half of it. And the other half of the cilantro I'm actually going to put inside my meat when I cook it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in about this much onions, not too many. And I'm going to put in about 2 squirts of lemon juice and some nature seasoning, just a little bit, and some salt with some pepper. And some salt. Not too much salt, because this Nature Seasons, it does have salt in it, so you don't want too much salt. And then I'm going to mix it together. So I'm going to show you how I prepare my meat for the burritos. I like to use ground turkey, but you can use whatever meat that you prefer. So first of all, I go ahead and heat up my pan, and I do put a little oil in my pan because I'm going to go ahead and put some onions in here to kind of saute them a little bit before I put in my turkey. It gives the turkey more flavor. So I use about half of this. So and I'll go ahead and put that in and let it cook down just a little bit. And while that's cooking down, I'm going to go ahead and open my meat. So I'm grabbing my ground turkey and I'm opening the package. And you can use any meat that you prefer. I prefer to use the ground turkey. And I'm just mixing up the onions to get that translucent look to them. So I can go ahead and add the meat in. And I'm going to add the meat, and I'm going to kind of chop it up. And I'm going to grab my spices, and of course I just have salt and pepper, and of course my Nature Seasons. And I'm going to mix that up and cook it until it is completely brown. So once the meat has completely browned, we're going to go ahead and strain the meat and get all the excess liquid off of it. Okay, so once we drain the meat, we're going to add it back into the skillet. And we're going to add in some pinto beans. our taco seasoning mix. And I'm actually going to put a little water in here. I'm going to put a little water in here and then add it into the meat mixture. So I have my taco seasoning packet, and I'm going over to the sink to fill it up with water to add to my meat. And I actually went back again and added a little bit more to it. And I'm going to cook this down until all the liquid has completely dissolved. While my meat is still cooking, I'm going to go ahead and heat up my oven. It's already preheated to about 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and stick my tortillas in there so they can warm up. I do prefer to use warm tortillas. So my meat has completed cooking. So I already turned the fire off. So as you can see, there's no more liquid left in the meat. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let it sit for a couple of minutes and cool down a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and then finish up the meat. So I'm back. So I wanted to give you a closer look at how the meat looks once it's done. And you can see the beans in there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the rest of that cilantro that I had. I'm going to go ahead and add it in and just toss it in. So this is what it would look like once it has completed. You can see the green in there from the cilantro. So this is what your meat mixture will look like. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and roll up the burrito. And as you can see, I have my guacamole, my picante sauce, my sour cream, tomatoes, cheese, lettuce, and onions. So you just take a tortilla, it's warm right out the oven. And I wish I had a bigger plate, but that's the biggest plate that I have. So we're going to go ahead and load this burrito up. First, I go directly in the middle of it with my meat mixture. On top of that with some cheese. And then I go down the side of it with some guacamole. And directly on top of that with my sour cream. I put on a little picante sauce. And I go with my tomatoes, my lettuce, and then my onions. This is how I will roll my burrito. I just pull the top out. I would just pull the top over, and then I'll kind of just roll everything back like that. So it'll look like that. And I fold in the sides. And then I'll roll it. I'll go 1 and then 2. And once you do that, it'll give you the perfect burrito. Okay, guys, and this is how I prepared my burrito. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time.